They know you have talent. That is not the question. The question is, are you intentional with the talent? Are you continuing to improve and continuing to have influence and continuing to go forward? Because it can set different events and different emotions. Now, 1 is a very big number. It's an incredible number. One small change in the butterfly effect can have a tremendous outcome. Earlier this year, I interviewed a gentleman, and someone I really respect, someone I really admire. And I have a set of questions I asked him. I want to know who they hang around with. I want to know who they admire. I want to know the books they read. And I also always want to know if they have set any resolutions for themselves. Because leaders are about self-improvement. They're about being good, having influence, and then not settling. And I asked this gentleman, and I knew it was a trick as soon as I asked him. I said, "What's your resolution for the year?" And he said, "Well, my resolution for the year is health-minded. I want to do 1 push-up a day." Now, this guy's in pretty good shape. And I said, "Come on, what's the trick?" He says, "There's no trick." He says, "I just want to do 1 push-up." I said, "Well, where's 1 push-up going to get you?" He goes, "Well, I know this. If I get down on that floor to do 1 push-up, you and I both know I'm not going to do 1 push-up. I've gotten on the floor. And I'm going to do a series of push-ups. And so if I tell my mind, hey man, all you got to do is 1 push-up, you will get on the floor. But if you sit down and write down, okay, today we're going to do 4 sets of 20. After that, we're going to do some squats. We're going to go for a 3-mile run. We're going to walk the dog. It's not happening. And I was impressed because it's a Jedi mind trick to get down on the floor. I don't know about you, but I got a lot of workout equipment that hangs up my clothes very, very well. I have trouble getting myself motivated to get on with it. And so I took my friend's advice. And I decided I'm going to apply it in different areas. And it's worked really well. 1, I have owned my guitar for 3 years. I can't play anything on the guitar. Nothing. That was until January 1st. This principle that I'm sharing with you, this do 1 thing, make 1 small improvement, is called the Kaizen way. It's a Japanese philosophy that was incorrectly applied, where they demanded that all their employees make improvements every day. Now that doesn't work when we demand things of others. But when we as leaders can influence an outcome and encourage people to self-improve by providing them with recognition, by providing them with encouragement, by providing them with models, then the Kaizen way works very well. And so, like my friend, I decided I'm going to play 1 chord a day on this guitar. 1 small problem, I don't know any chords. But there's this thing called YouTube, all right? And I said, by the end of the year, I want to learn 3 chords, because one of my favorite U2 songs says, all you need is 3 chords and the truth, right? And I thought, man, maybe I could write my wife a song or something like that, something romantic. And now it is middle of February, and I know 5 chords. I can play them. They're a little scratchy. But I accomplished more in 2 months by trying to apply 1 small change per day than I accomplished in 3 years of writing things down on a piece of paper and saying, this is the plan. It's simple. Come to work. Get in the car. Wake up. Look your family in the eye. Have an attitude of gratitude and say, I'm going to make 1 small change today. What could that small change be? I don't know. It's entirely up to you. Now, I mentioned a minute ago of recognition. Recognition is the single greatest reward that a leader can provide for anybody. Actually, that's not true. The single greatest reward a leader can provide anybody is a trip to Hawaii. That's the greatest reward a leader can provide. But if you can't afford to get everyone a trip to Hawaii, then I encourage you to recognize them. When people walk in the door, they want to have a sense of purpose. They want to have a sense of fulfillment. Studies have shown more people leave corporations because they don't feel important. They don't feel fulfilled. They don't feel recognized. And money is like 3 or 4. The number one problem with retention is this sense of worth. That's amazing to me. So how do we deliver that? It's easy. We recognize people for the outcomes that we want them to have. My children, it works for them. They love a kind word. They can tell when it's sincere, and they can tell when it's fake. They want a little bit of my attention. They want a little bit of time out of my day to recognize them. I love that too. I heard one lady, I was walking by over there to wipe off my face. I know it's really hard to take advice from a guy with a dirty face. I apologize for that. I know. It's crazy. I was walking by and I heard one lady, whoever you are, thank you. I want to give you a huge hug afterwards. She goes, "That's awesome." And I'm like, yeah! We love that. We love it. I'm driving down the road. I know you're not supposed to do this. I was driving down the road taking my whole entire family. I got 4 daughters and a wife. Great family. We're going on a trip, and you're not supposed to do this. But I decided to stop through a fast food line, and the kids were a little cranky, and I thought I would get them a quick snack in the car. Bad idea. Junk food, fast food, horrible idea. And I don't remember what we ordered, but I remember my daughter ordered a large French fry. We're driving down the road, and we probably should have gone in and eaten because it's a lot safer and things like that. But we're going down the road, and I'm focused on the road because there's crazy people out there. It's really hard to be a leader on the highway. Have you ever noticed that? You're more like, it's like Mad Max out there. So it's more like being a survivor. I was trying to make all the right decisions and stuff. And all of a sudden, from the back seat, I heard, "Woo! Yes! Ah! Woo-hoo!" And I'm about to turn the wheel and wreck the car. I thought a snake had gotten inside, somebody was injured. I wasn't exactly sure what it was. And there, I look in the back seat, and there is my daughter, holding with her thumb and index finger a giant onion ring. All right? This is an onion ring, okay? Probably not even worth a nickel, okay? Probably not even worth a nickel. Yes! Look at this! Woo! My other daughter has her cell phone out, taking a picture of said onion ring and putting it on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. You're not going to believe this! My sister got an onion ring inside her French fries. That's crazy! My wife even turned around. She's like, "That's pretty cool." I'm driving down the road and I'm thinking, an onion ring? Everybody, I spent all this, we're going on a trip. I got hotel rooms, we got park passes. And you weren't even this excited about what I announced for lunch. And now an onion ring? What was it about that onion ring? It was unexpected. It was unexpected. When my boss, and I'm a 7th grade English teacher, when my boss calls me into the office for evaluation, I work hard. I expect a pat on the back. I'm like, "Yeah, here it comes. Yeah, they're going to get to that part. Okay, yes." I'm sticking my shoulder out, you know. I expect that because I worked hard for that. And it's evaluation time. And that's what happens. But when my boss walks down the hallway and says, "Hey, I saw what you did there. Really appreciate that. I appreciate you staying after school to help those kids. You went above and beyond. Come here. High five, fist bump, onion ring." All right? It feels incredible. Just one small thing that we can do. But it doesn't always have to come from the top down. This idea of recognition can be passed from coworker to coworker. And breaking news, it's free. It's free. It gives everybody a sense of warm fuzziness and welcome, but it needs to be sincere. So I ask you today to be two really weird things. A butterfly and an onion ring. A butterfly in your corporation and an onion ring to your coworkers. Now,